welcome. This is Wednesday, October 12th. Happy birthday to my mom. It's her birthday today. She's a wonderful person. No tie game this week is the Spirit Week. Heroes t-shirt order forms are due by Friday. We turned in book reports today. If you're home, we miss you. Final poetry test coming up on Friday. We talked about our Charger Challenge. Charger Challenge is coming up on Monday. It's my special invitation only. If you do the Charger Challenge, you get your name up permanently. Well, actually, if you win the Charger Challenge, you get your name up permanently in the hallway. If you lose, you get nothing because you're a loser. But hopefully, we'll not be losers and we'll be winners. And then we have the Hero shirt order due by Friday. Make sure you've read the poems coming up for the test on Friday. Your crossword is also due Friday. Friday's a really big day. Then to our poem from here called Richard Cory. For this one, we're going to read the first two stanzas. It's a total of 4. And then we're going to sort of break it down because it's going to feel like a very confusing poem until we get to the end of it. And then we're going to figure out it connects to junior high life and everything's going to be great. Stanza 1. Sure, Monkey. I'll let you read stanza 1. Robinson. I'll let you read stanza 2.
I knew you were going to pick me out of feeling.
Me too. You volunteered.
No,
All
I
right,
didn't.
you did. It's right here. Go for it, Monkey.
Whenever Richard Cory went downtown, we people on the pavement looked at him. He was a gentleman from soul to crown. Clean, favored, and imperially slim.
Do I have to?
You do.
And he was always quietly
Arrayed.
and he was always human when he talked, but still he fluttered pulses
Uh-huh.
when he said good morning and he glittered when he walked.
Well done. Whenever Richard Cory went downtown, we people on the pavement looked at him. He was a gentleman from soul to crown, clean-favored and imperially slim. And he was always quietly arrayed, and he was always human when he talked. But still he fluttered pulses when he said good morning, and he glittered when he walked. And no, he's not a vampire, but we'll talk about that.
Unicorn.
Nor is he a unicorn. First off, well, one, who's our main character in the poem?
Richard
Cory.
Richard Cory. Where's our poem located?
In
Downtown.
In a city, downtown, someplace. And he goes walking along, and it says all the people who see him, they're all staring at him. He was a gentleman from soul to crown. Well, not a phrase we would use today. Do you guys know what part of you is the soul? Well, not S-O-U-L, like the thing that's dead inside of me. But S-O-L-E, which is
The shoe.
foot, the bottom of your foot.
I knew.
And then your crown is?
The hat.
Yeah.
Wait,
Nowadays, we would not say from soul to crown. What phrase would we use?
Head to toe.
From head to foot or from head to toe. By the way, yes, dear? Yes, my speaker up there. Good
I
job.
didn't know that.
In the poem,
Because I can only hear from there.
why did the poet choose soul to crown as opposed to head to foot?
Because he's fancy.
Herbert?
Because it makes it like fancier.
Not because it makes it fancy. I mean, it might make it fancier, but there's a better reason than that one. More so than that. Liam?
Because it rhymes with town.
There you go. Because the whole rhyme scheme. Because you have town and then crown. And you couldn't say it from head to toe. It doesn't work. So that's why I used the soul to crown. When it says he's a gentleman, do you guys know what a gentleman is? More than just a man.
It's a
Nice guy, he acts nice.
Works. Nice guy who acts nice. Works for me. So, like when your grandmammy tells you, like, you're such a pleasant young gentleman, and like pinches your cheek, and you're like, thank you, grandmammy. She's like, shush it. Yeah, okay. That's when you're a gentleman. So you can be a guy and not be a gentleman. So, but it's the nice guy being nice. And so apparently he's a nice guy being nice from head to toe. Kellen?
Or it's a nice guy that's like nice to the ladies.
That's also true. Very polite to the lady folk, and the whole being polite and bowing. It says that he's clean-favored. The clean-favored deals with his reputation. So what would we know about him if it says that he's clean-favored when referring to the reputation? Woodchuck?
He's like not dirty.
Yeah. The idea that he's not gotten himself in trouble. There's no rumors out there like, oh, have you heard about Richard Cory? Yeah, I heard he likes to juggle chipmunks in his spare time. They're like, what? So so there's no weird like rumors out there about stuff like that. That he has a pretty basic, normal life. When it says he's imperial, big word, slim. Do you guys know what slim means?
Yeah.
Like
Skinny.
Yeah. Now, there's a reason here. This poem was actually written and based during the Great Depression. And with that one, there were a lot of people who were slim, but not by choice. And why were they not slim by choice?
No
Money. There was no food. And so a lot of people would have like the emaciated, starving look. Here, they're saying he's slim. Imperially means he's slim by choice because he had tons of money, but chose to be slim. So he was all fit, like did the running and like would bench press cars and stuff like that. And so he was slim and in shape, but not scary slim and in shape. Ooh, quietly arrayed. Not a phrase that we use nowadays at all. Today, many of you are arrayed in either sports stuff or college stuff.
wearing.
I'm wearing
Nicely done. It goes to your clothing. So it says he's quietly arrayed. What does that tell us about him?
He
doesn't wear bells like Santa Claus? No. It has nothing to do with the amount of bells he attaches to his clothing. Wyatt?
He doesn't wear that bright clothes.
Nicely done. The fact, so when we had Tacky Tourist Day and we had Crazy Color and Socks Day, he would not participate in those. He tries to sort of keep himself all muted in the background. So he's not wearing like big flashy jewelry and trying to bring attention to himself. He kind of like kicks back and tries to be as normal as possible. Ooh. He was always human when he talked. He's an alien? No, not to do with him being an alien, but it's how he treats people. And how is he going to treat people?
Nicely.
Yeah, he treats them like they're equals, if you will. He doesn't walk up and be like, hey, you see this? And you see that? No, it's not going to happen. Because he's like, no, he's like, it's all right, high five, we're all good. So he treats them with respect, that they're as normal as he is. And when he talks to the lady folks, he flutters pulses.
Yes, butterflies in his stomach.
He's
Well,
a ladies' man.
Well done, Kennedy. So what do the ladies do? And whenever he says good morning? Kennedy.
Hi, Kanati.
I don't know. So what do the ladies do when he says good morning?
They like twitch.
They get all they giggly and
No, they don't, Kyla. They go.
maybe
The
Yeah.
eyes twitch.
the eye, not like the whole a different kind of twitching. But yeah, they did the whole fanning themselves. It was like if all of a sudden Zac Efron, Justin Bieber, and all of One Direction came in. Like,
That is one B.
Only
trying to find some collection of.
Wait, actually, like 4 directions, but that's okay.
Apparently, there is like no one hot guy I can name anymore because I keep trying, and the girls like,
No, he's all go.
so I have no
Like
idea
5
who
directions.
the.
Zac Efron's okay.
So pick whichever random hot guy is your choice,
Niall.
and when that one walks in, that's how the girls act. When he does the whole, how you doing? They're like,
Oh my god.
oh, Mr. Cory, ha! I do the whole giggly thing at him. Ooh. And it says he glitters when he walks.
Sparkles fly out.
He's not a
He
vampire.
stands out.
He poops rainbows.
How do we
Why?
know that he does not wear? How is it? No. Our evidence that it's not referring to sparkly jewelry is what? Because could you just say that he's wearing like?
He's shining.
Quietly arrayed.
The fact that he's quietly arrayed means that he's not wearing jewelry that stands out. So if he's not wearing clothing or jewelry that is glittery or bring attention to it, how is it that he can glitter when he walks?
His
Personality. He walks with
He
like
has
a
Skechers.
There you go. That would still be not quietly arrayed. But the personality, the fact that he has that smile that goes along with it, and then he just the orbit ding, comes off of him, or the fact that just in general the personality has that bubbly, friendly personality that people just respond to and goes well with. Stanza 3, we find out even more about him. Kennedy?
He was Debbie.
Debbie, you.
And he was rich, yes, richer than a king, and admirably schooled in every grace, and a fine we thought that he was everything to make us wish that we were in his place.
And he was, well, wait for the 4th one, we'll come to that one. And he was rich, yes, richer than a king, and admirably schooled in every grace, In fine, we thought that he was everything to make us wish that we were in his place. Well, first off, that first line, what do we find out about him?
He's rich.
Then
Richer than a king.
And how rich is that?
Very.
It's, he, like Scrooge McDuck, dives into piles of money. When he sneezes, like, phew, like just quarters just come out of his nose. That's how much level of riches that he has. That people are just impressed. He throws away his Maserati after he's used it. He's like, take you one. Never already touched that one. Shoots it.
If he throws that away, I would take it.
The next line. The admirably schooled in every grace is not just schooling. It goes beyond just schooling. Herbert?
He's not an idiot.
More so than just not being an idiot, but you're on the right track. Aubrey?
Like a petty school?
Like where like all smart kids go.
Private school?
Yeah.
Something, but even more so than that.
It's like a penny school.
Liam?
Because he's smart.
More so than just smart.
He's smarter than us.
It goes, you have those kids that are good in like certain, like just English or good in just math. He's good in every class, but it goes beyond that. He can do everything. He's the one that, in music, he's like, I've never played the guitar. I'm like, well, you just sort of like strumming. He's like, this? He's like, oh, that's pretty easy. I'm like, oh, that's impressive. He's like, is that a piano? Let me try. He's like, oh, I can do that too. Like, oh, what's this orange ball? There's a hoop. Let me see. Let's do this. Oh, that's... So whatever he does, he just steps up and is naturally excellent at it. He's schooled in every grace, meaning everything that's out there, he's just good at it, is what he does. Those last two lines, I connect to Annabelle Lee. When it says, it's fine that we thought that he was everything to make us wish that we were in his place. How would we connect those lines to Annabelle Lee? Joe Jed?
Like from when the angels were, or the Sarahs, the Sarahs were like jealous of the dude named
Uh-huh. And how's that connect here?
because everyone's jealous and wished Sue.
There you go. Much like the angels were jealous of the dude Annabelle Lee's love, here all the people in town are jealous of this guy because he has everything. He's good looking. The chicks dig him. The fact that he has tons of money. The fact that he's a nice guy. There's nothing wrong with this man. Liam?
I have another thing to go
Yeah.
with it. When Annabelle Lee is killed and then dude wants to die as well and be with her.
See, stanza 4. Let's
Not her.
go from there.
Not her.
Sure, River.
Thank you.
Oh.
So.
There's one line that'll pop up, and as you read, the last line will pop up.
So on we worked and waited for the light, and went without the meat and cursed the bread. And Richard Cory one calm summer night, went home and put a bullet through his head.
Oh, why would he do that?
Suicide is not the answer.
So, to read that one again, and we're going to connect this to junior high in just a moment.
What?
I don't know.
How do you connect this to junior
It's
high?
almost like teaching is going to happen.
What?
And so, on we worked, and waited for the light, and went without the meat, and cursed the bread, and Richard Cory, one calm summer night, went home and put a bullet through his
It
head.
rhymes, that's why.
Yeah, that's why. What do we find out he does at the end?
He kills himself.
But Mr. Broviak, why would he do that?
Because he doesn't think he's too famous.
Good question. So the question comes up, why would he do that? It doesn't come right out and tell you in the poem. The only way to find out is what's missing from the poem. Because there's the inferences of the things that aren't there in the poem in this man's life. He has everything going for him, except for one critical thing that we've talked about with our nonfiction articles, and we've sort of talked about in general. They never mention in the poem. He never mentions him having in the poem. Why, Isabel? Is there a line where it talks about family?
No.
No, there's not. Monkey?
Like a girlfriend?
Does it mention friends in there at all?
No.
It doesn't mention family
He's only
or
got
friends
himself and his
in the
money.
poem.
Oh.
So as you get into it, we all know what he looks like. We all know what he owns.
I have an idea.
Do we know how he feels or thinks?
No.
Do we know if he has anyone that's close to him?
No.
And it's those things that are not there. So then, here's where my question comes in. Here you have this guy that everyone thinks is awesome. Everyone sees everything going for him. And at the end, he makes this choice. How can I connect this to junior high? What is it this poem is trying to say that is similar to what I've been trying to say multiple times throughout the year? Kylie?
That, like, somebody could be dressing up, like, really nice and, like, the witch and stuff, but you never know what's going on inside their head. You never know if they don't have fun.
Not bad. Monkey? Did she steal yours?
Yeah.
She's a horrible person. Day?
I don't know if this is right,
Sure.
but maybe someone, like, since he doesn't have anybody, no one knows his story, so he can't tell anybody.
That's also a big part of it. I can see that. Joe and Jet?
Being like big and popular and like out in the world, no one knows who you are, isn't helpful unless isn't like really good unless you have someone to share it with or like people.
I like that too. Aubrey?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a theory.
Uh-huh.
What if
But
all
that's
his family
really
died? He's lonely. All he has is money. So he just dies.
What?
I mean, it could be the fact that we do know he seems to be lonely, as far as we can tell. Hi, Liam.
I sit
Oh, because you have your dismissal, so you gotta take off.
No.
This poem I like to end on because it sort of sums up all those other things we've sort of taken a look at. And
So he died?
he died because the idea of being lonely and stuff like that. Tomorrow we get to our review game.
I thought you said go ahead and go.
No, I said to him.
Jackson, yeah.
You.
I'm sorry, I thought you said go and go.